Hello and welcome. It's time for another round of World Tour Virtual, and that, of course, means it's time for qualifying first and foremost. So let me just show you the grid that is going to start with the first qualifying session. Of course, it's ghosted, but this might have some sort of effect, I'd assume. So the starting grid is a reverse standings order, with Julo will be starting from the front row with Bluebell Boy in this qualifying session, Girouni and not that guy from last. But yeah, let's get into the first round of qualifying. We're gonna have some changes to the settings from last time. So the changes mainly are the tire wear's been lowered from tire wear 4 to tire wear 3, and the times have been lowered. We're going to have the first qualifying session run 2 minutes less, same with the rest of the qualifying sessions. So we've got 6 minutes for the drivers to set their fastest time here on Białowieża. While they're trying to set a flying lap over here, let me just actually switch to the FL view, of course. Fastest lap view, Julo across the line sets 36.3, and it looks to be fastest time so far, Stefano in second. Let's take a look at the token spends for today's race here. So we've got 4 tokens being spent by both Kamikaze. It's currently 11th fastest time. So yeah, it looks like reverse standings does indeed is going to have a bit of an effect here, but maybe he'll improve on that. Him and Julo are both spending 4 tokens today. Girouni, the current championship leader, is spending 3. And we have 5 other drivers all spending 2. That's Mr. Crunk, Emma Box, Balti, Jake, and Stefano. So we only have 8 drivers total spending tokens in this race. 21 tokens total being spent in this race by all the drivers. I think it's definitely lower than Nürburgring. We'll see how the rest of the races look like in terms of token spends, but it's definitely quite low. And here comes in Julo for his first pet, lap 3. So hopefully the tire wear being lowered to tire wear 3 means that they can get in a flying lap that doesn't have the tires degrade too quickly near the end. Causes them some issue, of course. It was also the nature of the track at Nürburgring. That might have caused a bit more issue. Kamikaze with the 7th fastest time at the moment, Julo with the 1st. But enough of the token spend. Here's the relegation line. Currently in relegation, we've got Not That Guy. Surprising considering how great Peugeot fared at Nürburgring, but maybe grip isn't as important here at Białowieża. That might be the issue. Oh no, he's just gone out into 14th. So we have Skip, Shiloh, Kraft, Amateur, and Butter in the relegation zone at the moment. Not great for the Cooper Leon drivers to be struggling like this. Not great at all. And look at that, these tires aren't even that worn out, but they are struggling hard on them. Looks like they're just missing that essential grip that you need after all. And Kamikaze sets the fastest time right now at a 34.97. Girouni sets the 2nd fastest time. Emma Box 4th fastest, and of course Julo is in 3rd fastest. You can see the huge difference here between the times at the top. Of course, it's still Skip, Shiloh, Kraft, Amateur, and Butter in the relegation zone. Surprising that Skip is in there, considering Volkswagen have like the 3rd best grip. But maybe just not spending any tokens, and it looks like he is just struggling. to make the most out of the car. I think that was the final pit there that everyone has gone into, except for Jake and Botty, interestingly enough. But now everyone at the back is also pitted, so we'll see if they can just manage to get out or not. Arcaniac's time of 37.28 is the time to beat. For them, let's take a look at the car stats here. We had a successful grip upgrade for Alfa Romeo, double successful upgrade for Audi in the grip department, a successful one for Honda, and you can see that they're performing much better now with just an extra grip. Successful speed upgrades for Hyundai i30. Oh, and looks like Skip has put it onto 8th. Arcaniac now in a relegation zone. Skip puts it onto 8th. That's an impressive jump from 16th to 8th. But it doesn't look like anyone else in the relegation zone has managed to improve. But yeah, back to speed upgrade successful by Hyundai i30, Opel, and Peugeot teams. Renault succeeded at Turbo, and Volkswagen succeeded their 5th grip. So that's what the car stats are looking like at this moment. Looks like it will be Arcaniac, Shiloh, Craft, Amateur, and Butter that are knocked out. Drivers going in for another pet here. That's quite interesting. They won't have enough time for a flying lap, I don't think. Not with this amount of time. So that's the final lap now. Final lap for Julo and the Arcaniac. Gotta be a bit frustrating for Arcaniac. Only 0.25 seconds would have separated them from Jake's time. Only 0.25. 2 tenths and a half, and Arcaniac, Shiloh, Craft, Amateur, and Butter are out. The pain for Cooper Leon continues, and we'll just take a look at the grid in a second here as everyone finishes off their final lap here at Białowieża for the Polish T-Prix qualifying. Finished it. There we go. Everyone's finished now. So here's the Q1 results. Kami with the fastest time in Q1, followed by Giruni, then Emma Box, Giulo, Stefano, Levi, Botti. Impressive stuff from the Audis. Their double grip upgrade has certainly helped them out for a 6 and 7 finish in Q1. Corvette, Skip, then Bluebell Boy. Then we have Mr. Crunk, Suicide, Not That Guy, Belgian Senna, Jake just manages to qualify for Q2. Then we have Arcaniac, Shiloh, Craft, Amateur, and Butter. So that's one of the Hyundai Elantras, one of the Hyundai i30s, one of the Opel Astras, and both of the Cooper Leons are out in the first qualifying session. Did I say Q3? I meant Q1, and the rest have qualified for Q2 here on out. So alright, time for Q2. Alright, here we go. For Q2, let's put on the Q2 relegation line and see how our drivers fare in their first lap. Looks like Giruni's gotten a little quick start. Belgian Senna at the back of the pack. Kami and Julo also getting quick, showing their pace. These three drivers all have high grip cars and they're spending 4 tokens, except for Giruni is spending 3. Looks like Kami's got the fastest lap so far. Oh no, Stefano puts it on provisional first place for Q2. And currently in the relegation zone, we have Belgian Senna, Jake, Skip, Suicide, and Corvid. Coming about to set potentially an even quicker time. Van Stefanos here. 32, 33, 34, yep, 34.7. And Girouni gets into second with 35.43. Julo in fourth currently. Still behind Stefano's fast lap. Corvid, Suicide, Jake, Skip, and Belgian Senna in the relegation zone. Got good performances from both Audis, 5th and 9th at the moment. Looks right now like they could get into Q3, both of them. Levy, Bluebell Boy, and Corvid actually tied at 37.53. Corvid unlucky enough to be in 11th as a result of this tie, but any one of them could break it. Everyone's pitting for a set of new tires. We're following Julo here. See if he can set a quick time in this lap or maybe the next one. Remember, only 4 minutes this time for Q2, so not much time at all to show yourself your pace. Let's see here then. Skip and Belgian Senna are really struggling. Julo 33, 34, 35.22. That puts him in second. Alright, let's see. Belgian Senna, damn. He isn't spending any tokens in this race, so it's not that bad. He just sets up 38.63, which is enough to put him ahead of Skip. That is a grid position, so it is quite important, but let's see if Skip could potentially improve on that. Makes a mistake there. Corvid still tied with Bluebell Boy, but Levy has managed to improve his lap time. But yeah, still looks like not much at all to decide between Corvid and Bluebell Boy here, but Corvid would be the one who goes out if he doesn't improve, and he does not. He does not improve. Now, Bluebell Boy, of course, does not improve either, but Corvid's the one who's going to get knocked out here. Suicide, Jake, Skip, no improvement on that part, so it's still Corvid, Suicide, Jake, Belgian, Senna, and Skip that are getting knocked down here. I mean, even though Corvid's far ahead, he's gone ahead of Lev now. And he's still not gonna get the 37.52 at least that he needs. It's like 34, 35, and he goes into the pits as well. Girouni, meanwhile, has set the fastest time at 34.23. It's crazy. This is the final lap here. We might still see something pulled off by Corvid. Makes a mistake there. Keeps it on the road. Of course, it might get slowed down due to him having to exit the pits, not carrying that speed. Ooh, 30 seconds already. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, oh, 37.68. A good lap, but not enough to get out of the clutches of the knockout zone. So it's Corvid, Suicide, Jake, Belgian Senna, and Skip that are eliminated. Let's take a look at the Q2 results. What a time there from Girouni, 34.23. It looks like we've got the same top 5. Then Botti has done much better. Both Audis have gotten into Q3, so that's a great performance from the Audi team compared to last time, where they, I think, failed to score points. So they're looking for a massive improvement here. Both Alfa Romeos obviously through too. They've been doing quite solidly. They had a great debut, and now they're looking for another good race. Kami through into Q3, but his teammate Corvid obviously knocked out here, which will really lose them out. Bluebell Boy, massive improvement for him from finishing 18th in front of only the non-finishers last race. He's gotten into Q3 as well, and both Peugeots are through as well, and of course Stefano and Julo, the Polish drivers, in 3rd and 5th for Q2. Here's Corvette, Suicide, Jake, Belgian Senna, and Skip, unfortunately out in Q2, and these are the grid positions they'll be starting in for the race. No sprint, um, no sprint this week. So alright, time for Q3 now. So here's the starting grid for Q3. Journey starts first, Bluebell Boy 10th. So let's get right into Q3, which will only take 2 minutes. Here we go. Let's see, only 2 minutes, tire wear free, not a lot of time to set the quickest time, to set the pole position time, and everyone will be scrambling to set a quick time as soon as possible. Kamikaze and Girouni with quick starts, Julo struggling a little bit behind. Going through the hairpins, the famous hairpins of Białowieża. Just hairpin after hairpin after hairpin. You want to maximize the speed coming out of them. And Girouni with a time of 35.85. Nobody beats that. Nobody beats that. Got Levy currently in 10th. Then Bluebell Boy in 9th. Not that guy. Then Stefano, Botti, Mr. Crunk, Emma Box, Kamikaze, Julo, and Girouni with the fastest lap. And now they're going for another quick lap. Slightly more worn out tires, but there's it's going to be a lap with a rolling start, so it's still potentially faster. 33, 34, 35.28 from Girouni. Julo improves to 35.52. Kamikaze to 35.85. Girouni looks to have secured pole position with this time. I don't think they'll have time for a flying lap here. Might be pitting at the end of this lap. And then a cheeky lap, but of course starting from the pits there. So it's a matter of whether they can still set a faster time despite exiting from the pits. Here in goes Girouni. And just manages to get through for this final lap with 5 seconds to spare. Let's see what they can do. This way now through this sweeper, you want to get as close to the curb as possible, but watch out for the gravel. And now through the hairpin section, each hairpin slightly different approach. Really tests the skill of the drivers. And then a final long right-hander, and it's not going to be improved. Girouni, is he on pole position? Yes, he is. Girouni takes pole position. Julo, then Kami. Botti puts it onto P4, starts from the second row. Stefano, Emma Box, Mr. Crunk, Bluebell Boy, and then Levy will be starting from 10th. So let's take a. So here we are, front row, Girouni and Julo. Then Kami and Botti take the second one. Stefano and then Emma Box, Mr. Crunk, not that guy, and then Bluebell Boy and Levy, both of who have gotten into Q3 for the first time in this season in the second round, but with some quite slow times here in Q3, but they can definitely improve for the actual race. And we'll see you tomorrow for the race at Białowieża. Show you the starting grid in a second here, and that will be us for today. So here is the starting grid for the Białowieża T-Prix. We got Girouni on pole, then Julo, Kami, Botti, Stefano, Emma Box, Mr. Crunk, the Alfa Romeos next to each other, not that guy, Bluebell Boy, and Levy. In 11th starts Corvette, then Suicide, Jakey, Belgian Senna, Skip, Arcaniac, Shiloh, Craft, Amateur, and Butter finish off the grid. So we'll see you tomorrow for the race. Bye bye.